What is going on to you Virgos out there? Hope y'all have a great day. So you have the World, the Ace of Wands, and you have the Nine of Swords right here. Um, so basically, a lot of you Virgos are just, the world is about self-protection. So a lot of you Virgos are doing your thing. You know, like I said before, a lot of y'all are pretty much doing y'all thing. Y'all are living y'all lives. And because you Virgos are living your life, you're enjoying it, you know? See, a lot of the times, Virgos, us as people, we don't really end up enjoying our lives because we don't live it, you know? We end up ruminating on one particular event. We end up overthinking it. And because we overthink this event, whether it has anything to do with a person doing it to us or not, that's what robs us of our happiness, right? That's what robs us of our own internal peace. So a lot of the times as Virgos, we have to learn to reconnect to everything that we were doing to be able to get back to that zone. Y'all heard me talk about that zone, right? That zone. And what I mean when I say that zone, I'm talking about that pure sense of concentration where it's like we so much on task to the point where we're just in the future with it. We're doing everything now, but it actually has a future advent to it that will help us out, that sets us up for success. And the thing is that a lot of times people try to rob us of that. It's the constant song and dance of something trying to knock you off of that you know what I mean? Knock you off of that game, knock you off or out of that in the zone. You know, this is a real scientific phenomenon. It's a sense of pure concentration or concentrated form of concentration. Then you have the Ace of Wands, right? And the Ace of Wands is about how, and this is where the Ace of Wands comes from, because the Wands represents the magician, right? It represents how it is that a lot of you Virgos, when y'all are dialed in, which a lot of y'all are, because this is about how it is that a lot of you are protecting yourselves, and you're doing your own magician thing, right? And you have the magician in this reading. I'm about to show it to you. The Nine of Swords and the magician, right? Pay attention to what the magician has, the wand, because us as Virgos, we will take our ideas and we will manifest it into physical reality. We will give it flesh. We will give it life. You understand what I'm saying? So we will give our fantasies life. We got to actually go and try this. And that's part of the reason too why it is a lot of us are so intelligent in the first place, is because we actually try out the stuff that we be seeing on television, or the things that we think about, where other zodiac signs won't necessarily do that. So the Nine of Swords now represents how it is to kind of go back. The Nine of Swords represents how us as Virgos, we don't really want exes to really come back, or people that may have caused us stress to really ever come back, because of the magician. We're doing just fine without those individuals in the first place. We're doing really good, as a matter of fact. You know, I don't know why, but I do know why, but for some reason, I don't know, people tend to have this delusion of grandeur that if they're not in our lives, then we're not happy, and that we don't have any kind of goal in life. We don't have any kind of purpose, right? And the magician is about how, well, they don't know us, because us as Virgos, we do have purpose in our lives. The purpose is whatever it is that we create for ourselves. See, this is what I mean when I say that when you get to a certain level, you'll realize that you don't need a book to create your purpose for you. You will create your own purpose, and then you will create your own standards and your own code of conduct for yourself, you know, without a book. And I'm not saying this to disrespect anybody. I'm just telling y'all what I have realized from my own level of studies. What did Bruce Lee say? Bruce Lee always said what? The highest form of martial arts, or the highest form of fighting is to have no form at all. What is it saying? Saying that the highest form of spirituality and the realization of self is realizing that you are the one that creates this purpose for you, not a book. You're the one that creates the purpose. Because if you're looking towards a book, who wrote the book? You understand what I'm saying? Who are the people who wrote the book, or the person who wrote the book? So that means that you still haven't learned anything, because you are still not ready to inherit the dojo. You understand what I'm saying? You're still a student, and that's cool, and you're always going to be a student, no matter if you're a master, but you're not a student that has inherited the dojo. So the Four of Swords now represents how, and you're not unwilling to put certain things to sleep. A lot of you Virgos will walk away from a dysfunctional encounter with somebody, no matter if they're friends, no matter if it's family, no matter if it's romantic. And the thing is that the Two of Wands represents, you got a lot of people now who know you, who know this about you now. They know that, who know you, whether it's friends, family, or romantic interests, who know this about you Virgos now. They know that you're not afraid to walk away. A lot of you Virgos were probably afraid at first, a few years ago, 2022, to walk away. Now, a lot of you Virgos are not afraid to walk away at all. You find joy in it. So if a person who knows you doesn't do right by you, even when you're not around, because see, there's a sense of them doing right by you when you are around, right? Because you're in their presence. And then when you're not in the room, when you're not around, are they still honoring your name? You know, I had to tell my sister one time, don't be going around telling everybody about me. My sister's proud. I try to tell my sister, I love you and everything like that. I do, but don't be going around telling everybody about me. My sister wanted to know why. And my sister wanted to know why, right? And I told her, because you got to understand that some people going to be jealous of you or whatnot. And I'm telling you this type of stuff to protect you. You don't see the backlash of this, but telling everybody about how proud you are of me, this is going to bring a lot of issues. You dig what I'm saying? This is going to bring a lot of unnecessary spotlight. So to you, and I told her straight up, I'm like, listen, if the smoke is coming to me where people got a problem with me, let that be with me. I don't want people who know you to be able to identify who I am before I even step in the room like that, unless I want them to. You understand what I'm saying? But so and I did that strategically for a real reason, to protect her. Real talk. Because when you going, because like you gotta understand, like that's how it is that rappers end up getting it. It's because they doing too much good. They becoming a celebrity based upon the good things that they're doing, or the benevolent things that they're doing for other people. And a lot of other people don't like the fact that you outshining them without the rap music. So what is it that they do? They figure, oh, well, I gotta get you up on out of here. Because you too flashy, you too bright, you doing too good. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the same thing when it comes to this. A person has to honor you Virgos' name even when you're not around. And then there's always going to be something around me. So if if you're getting upset about this or whatnot, I don't care, because there's always going to be something around me. I have a life. So the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Wands right here or whatnot is about how it is that, so you Virgos, you realize this, that you will hang out with people who know you, who know you enough to know that they got to honor your name. They got to honor your name. The Three of Pentacles represents how it is that, the Three of Pentacles represents how, because you can always get gone. And you Virgos know this. Now, When it comes to brand new people, the Six of Swords and the King of Wands represents people are not going to know that you Virgos are on point. Because I don't know for what, but for some reason, people always assume that, you're going to do things for them for nothing. And it's like you don't understand. They think that you a pushover. And it's like, no, I gave those people a level of stock understanding, not stock advice, but a level of stock understanding. If those people get rich, I ain't give them it for free. I did in one sense, but if those people don't know how to deal with their own problems, being a rich individual with serious problems that you haven't addressed, having money is gonna make your problems worse. So I'll give you the information. Same thing when it comes to this. A lot of times people are so stupid, they don't even understand the long-term effects of it because they're so busy thinking about the now. You Virgos will be doing something and they don't even understand what it is that you Virgos did long term. How it is that you set them up for success and they set themselves up for failure if they allow themselves to be set up for failure long term, because they so worried about the animalistic, like people don't have the capacity to think long term, or they walk into it knowing that they're going to get messed up long term, either or. But regardless of the who to what, they don't use their long term understanding. They don't use that. What they do is they expect that you Virgos are a bunch of goofies. We act this way, but that's not who we actually are. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I guess you can say that, yeah, that is a part of our psychology, our personality, but it's not all it is that we are. We do have a serious side. So let's clarify the Magician. Right? Let's clarify the Magician. So you have the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the King of Wands, the Six of Cups, like I was talking about, and then the Eight of Swords. So to clarify this, to clarify the Magician, the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups is about how, if you get with someone, you're going to bring something to the table regardless. You will bring something to the table. But one of those things that you Virgos are going to bring, especially if your heart is in the correct place. Like if you're a Virgo and your heart is not there, you're just trying to smash. But if you are a Virgo whose heart is in the correct place, a lot of times people will think that just because a Virgo gets a lot of attention, it means that a Virgo is cheating per se. That's not necessarily really the case. A Virgo could get a lot of attention from other people and not necessarily be cheating at all. Because what it is this is pretty much a situation where if a Virgo really likes you and stuff like this, and their heart is in it, and it's in them to be loyal and dedicated, a Virgo will be loyal and dedicated. They won't cheat. A lot of the times when a Virgo cheats, that's because a Virgo got their heart broken when they were young and they really liked somebody. So now they're like, well, what's the point of being faithful if everybody out here cheating? And that's what gets them to cheat and just don't care, run amok. But when a Virgo has healed themselves, a lot of the times, most people don't even really know that Virgo deals with monogamy. That's a whole other story for another day. That's a whole other, like the principle of monogamy is a Virgo thing. But anyway, the King of Wands and the Six of Cups now is about, but a lot of people, don't be surprised, Virgo, if you hear from some people that you ain't heard from in a little bit, trying to get your attention, because it, I guess, you Virgos made a big impression. A lot of, like I said, people want to know where you are, what you've been up to, You know, a lot of people want to know what I'm up to, and where I am too. You know, I show up, I make my videos, I may answer some comments, but I'm out if you really paying attention to it. And I'm a Virgo. The Eight of Swords is about how a lot of you Virgos as well, you know, very much so. Y'all are doing y'all thing, whatever that is. You know, it's classified. Some of you, you know, you know, you know, y'all have just walked away from. It just seems like y'all just vanished. And Virgos do that. Virgos will vanish from people's lives. Let me explain something to any cross watchers. If a Virgo disappears from your life, it means that one or two things. It means that you've really crossed the boundary with a Virgo, or it means that they're doing it to regroup. And they're doing it pretty much to everybody, or a lot of different people. So you really got to understand, why do Virgos really do that? A lot of times, Virgo is one of the most hidden zodiac signs, because Virgos are low key. We do that for a reason. So that's pretty much it. So far, what basically about this reading, I'm seeing that a lot of you Virgos are, like I said, y'all are still ghost nationing, like I recommended. As I said before, I recommend Virgos ghost nation their whole life. Honestly, whatever age you are, continue to do it up until, just do it your whole life. Do it for the remainder of your days. Because, you know, everybody seems to have a problem with us Virgos for some engineered, made up, delusional reason for another. So, and us as Virgos like to be low key for that exact reason. But when being low key isn't enough, you just got to leave the room. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. There's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's ways to get a personal reading from me, birth chart reading, as well as the books that I have that are on Amazon.